Good morning, everyone. I hope you can probably hear me. Today is the 4th of June, 2022, and my name is Kola Balogun, and I would like to really go through some stuff with you. We've been looking at the automated trading for the past couple of weeks. I think some members have actually been part of it for the last 4 weeks, which I believe is relatively a good time to be able to judge what the experience is like. This is an account of someone that has been part of the team for the past 3 weeks. These robots were launched the last 3 weeks. Let's see, I think I have another one that was launched like 4 weeks ago. Actually, thank you for joining in. Right. That's probably going to be on another VPS. Right. Let's see this one. Emas, we'll send me ask again. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just type in the chat box and let me know that you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
While this is loading up, okay, so I think I've got that loaded up. Let's look at potential possibility for, yeah, Keith Brango Wilson has been part of this for the last, I think, about 4 weeks. Delete that. So from delete it. I'll be adding second this. So the thing about this is understanding. Yeah, great. Okay. So have I opened an Autobot account for you as well? Let's see this. It's gotta be there. All this trade. I think I've lost you over there. I think this account was open 25th of the 4th, 2022. Yeah, as you can see over here, we've done about 5 weeks of Autobot trading, and we've got about 5 weeks of trading data. And out of this trading data, what is most important, there are a couple of factors that's most important in picking the bots that you would like to put on a live account. So if I go to indicator, this is like a dashboard that shows us the quality of the bots, and out of those qualities, what we want to pick which one will be useful to go on a live account. So if I go to total trades, one of the first column I want to check is has the bot actually done about 20 trades, right? So these are the bots that have done close to 20 trades. The highest trades that we've seen on this account is 24, right? So this bot has done 24 trades, and those 24 trades, majority of them, 33% of them are winners. Meanwhile, 70-something% of them are losing trades. So that's why we have red over here. But when you look at this one that's done 17 trades, it's giving us about 107 pips. So those are kind of bots that I might be considering to put on the live account, and the winning rate is 35.3. But when you come down there, I can see something with high pips, which is done just about 10 trades, right? And then this one with 10 trades, is winning rate is about 70%. Return to drawdown ratio is 2.63. I really like to consider something above 3 really and truly, but as we are seeing this one now, it might be worth considering we have the largest win is 11.47, and then the largest loss is 6.49. So if this trades keep performing at this rate, you'll be able to see that the win to drawdown ratio is actually slightly, say, a bit high, which means when you took 2 losses, and then you take 1 winning trade, it will make your account to become most probably break even. And at the same time, it's winning 70%. So you will be losing 30% of the time and winning 70% of the time. Let's actually have a look at some graphical representation of that. So this particular bot has got this type of graph. It goes up, the equity comes down a little bit, and then it's retracing back up higher. Meanwhile, let's have a look at this one. This one, which is the first one, the equity curve is not that smooth. It has gone down, and now it's coming back. It's more or less like opposite of that. But I mean, there will still be some other bots that are performing good. Well, the ones that has done 10, let's look at this one, the positive one that has done 11 trades. All right, so the equity curve of this one goes up, retraces down a little bit, goes up, retraces down a little bit, and probably go back up. So you can see, although not as smooth, but obviously when you combine this one and this one, you might be able to have a very good graph. Let's look at something that's winning again, which is potentially this one. All right, so on looking at that one, let me take it off for a second. So that's the green one, and I'll take this one off. The performance of this one is really going down. It's not actually catching that well up. Well, I mean, it still generated a positive result. It's just that not the kind of positive result that we want. So we've seen that on this scam, we haven't seen any bots that has done a lot of trades, more than higher than 24 trades. We still give it a time. The bots are still trading. What we can do is we can actually see that over here there are about 52 bots on this account, and out of those 52 bots, we can see that we've made 265 pips in a period of 5 weeks. We can tweak this account. And how do I do that? I can go back to the indicators and then go to this and say edit. And I want to look at this in terms of the total profit and loss. Okay, what has given us the best profits and loss? All right, so this is looking at it from top down. Actually, on looking at it from top down, you can see that the highest profit that we've seen on this account is 336 pips. And then the highest pips that we've managed to secure is 265, which means that there's a lot of losing bots over here, right? Let's quickly look at the graphical representation of some of these winning trades, whether we can combine them together in the same period of time. What we are actually checking is this last end, right? You won't be able to see anyone that matches this last end. This shows you how the account has been growing over that short period of 5 weeks. And this is the highest that it's seen, because the highest one is at the top. That should be the highest one. But we want to see which equity is smooth at the same time. What do I mean by that? You can see that the equity of this one, there's no many rough edges. It just went up, goes back down and went back up. I don't know. Ask Dada. Ask Dada. Ask Dada. Right, going back. Sorry about that distraction. That's not such a bad equity curve. You should expect some drawdown in your trade. That does a lot of zigzag, not as smooth. A bit of challenges, ruffled. Yeah, this is partly smooth. It went down and then goes straight up, now going down again. So we might be looking at combining some of these together in a way. Let's look at this one. Not such a bad one. Have a rough challenge at the first moment. Up, sorry, up, down, up, down, up. Not such a bad one. Lots of rough edges. Not such a bad one as well. Sorry. Not such a bad one. Not such a bad one. The dip was bigger, but it recovers. Rough edges, this shows you like a ranging market conditions, but still slightly positive. This guy has done a very good performance, only 4 trades, 63 pips. The winning rates, let's have a look at it in terms of the curve. The winning rate is 75%. Largest win is 4.77. Return to drawdown is 47.7. So that in itself, it's a, and then the largest loss that is ever encountered is 0.5. All right, so this particular bot is a bot that you want to put a much more higher lot on, right? And you wouldn't have known that such a thing exists if you're not going through statistical data like this. It's winning 75% of the time. And if you actually, let's say we put one standard lot on this, obviously what we'll be seeing over here is 63. We're going to be seeing something like 630. And that is what we can do with bot. Okay, so let's say, for example, I want to increase the lot size of this bot now. And go to expert advisors. And I want to watch this bot over the next couple of, what's it called? And it ends with 946. So that the account can grow much more better. All right, so it's a CAD Swiss bot, and 946. So what I'm gonna do is I can modify from here. So I can go and modify on the chart. So instead of 0.01, I'll change that to 0.1 and compile. That might be too much of technicality. So what I can do is I can go to Windows and do it the simple way, 946. So all I have to look for out of all these borders are 946. And then if I click activate, it should pop up the chart that's taking that trade. All right, so on this chart, it doesn't really matter because it's the same card Swiss account. So I want to come to inputs and I want to change this to 0.1. Okay. And stop loss is just 39. Take profit is 146. You can see that this type of trading strategy is looking for a much more higher pips, and you can see that that will only occur when the actual currency is trading in trend, right? 146 pips on CAD Swiss. It will need a trend. So we can see other properties is using the Don't chain channel and money flow index and their period. So I've actually changed that to 0.1. I can decide to refresh. So any single trade that this bot takes again will be at 0.1 logs. Okay. Going back to our, I think that is one useful thing to learn out of this day. So the other thing that I want to do is I want to take off some few bots that is not letting this account see much growth. So what I would tend to do is I can come here and go to my indicator, and then I'll do edit, and I want to look at some bots that are not performing well. And I'll go to just lowest to the highest. So I'll see the bots that are doing. All right, so over here, I can see there's some bots, all these bots in red, they need to be either taken out of the account or pause their activities, all right? Because their performance with the current market condition has just been generating some losses. So for the sake of this account, we want to increase the pip sizes that we are getting and make it much more better. We want to take out or terminate the functions of some few bots. And this is all the tweak that I have to put into everyone's account that has registered their account with me so that I can be able to see consistent growth. And if I see that one bot is performing better on someone's account, I can literally export that into other people's account as well. For the sake of today, I'm going to terminate a couple of bots on this account. The bot with 682. I think it will be, let me do it this way first. Then I can do it another way as well. So I found the one with 682. And there is a dollar-yen 1 hour bots. Let me see some couple of inputs in there. 51 to 177. So we're hitting the stop loss more quicker than hitting the take profit. This is not a bot. This bot is actually good for a trending market, and dollar yen is not moving 170. With the average true maybe most probably dollar yen is not moving 77 pips in one go before it hits the 51 pips loss targets. Well, I can optimize this board to current market condition, but for the sake of this trading, I will first of all just say that I don't want you to trade live trading anymore, and I'm going to okay you because of the kind of challenges that we've encountered with you. So I'm terminating this contract for now, and it's not going to take any more trade because it's our highest loser. And I'll do the same for most of them as well that are in red for now. So 282, I mean 882. So I'm just looking at the last 3 digits to fish them out from here. So it's this CAD series box, and you can see that there's a smiley face now. If I terminate this contract, actually it's going to go into a sad face. So stop loss is 100, take profit is 56. I kind of like this strategy compared to the other one in a way, but it's still not generating the profit that we needed. I'm gonna terminate this and say, okay, and watch the face is gonna turn upside down. So that means the contract of this guy has been terminated at the same time as well because of its poor performance. And I'll do the same thing for 061. So the good thing about the bot is you can employ multiple strategies, and some strategies will be winning with the current market condition, while some other strategies are not going to be performing in the current market conditions. The bot conditions or specified conditions, internet conditions can let us understand which potential market condition. So 61 to 109, just obviously we're not putting into consideration the other indicators that this bot is using. So I just want to terminate this guy's contract for now and click OK. All right, so that one sure has been terminated. What we want to achieve over the next few weeks is we just want to leave the most of the winning bots to take some winning trades for us. So we've done about 3.061. I'll do 141 now. What I like about the bots is even when I'm not available or when my brain is not on fire to actually take trades, I've actually got them like my employee that they don't get tired. We're coming from 141 to 38, 141. Yeah. So, and they will just do the work or with few tweaking here and there. If I find a very good one, it can actually increase performance and increase returns at the same time as well. So I'm terminating this gentleman's contract. All right, so I haven't done that. Let's say 261 is gone now. Let's go back to my dashboard. Sorry, that one format that's gone just now. Yeah, yeah. Then 018. Okay. So after 5 weeks of data, we can make an informed decisions because we've got some results that we can rely on based on the total number of trades or the kind of returns that has been generating. We can decide to keep some of them or decide to lose some of them. All right, so I'd like to check the 84 to 56, and it's still a bad performance, which means for one reason or the other, the conditions that are being followed by this particular trading strategy is not good with the current market condition. And then that doesn't mean in other market condition it wouldn't be profitable. So 018 is gone, 586 now. So 586, you don't really need a lot of bots to trade if you can find a very good one that can be generating income consistently on the 5 pips and 55 pips. So you can see that range of 55, 56 pips profit or stop loss has not been a very good range for the conditions that these bots are using to take the trade. So 586 is gone now. Till another time when we decide to switch it on. Obviously, they will be on some of my other account anyway, and 287. So 287. So I think for one of my members called Medallion, some of these bots are on your account. I'm not sure if they are on Wumi's account. So this particular one will be good for you because we can then load the good bots that has been performing over the last 5 weeks into the other account that you open. And mind you, if you open a $200 account just as I've instructed, and your bot hasn't managed to perform 100% before we lost that account, well, there's no need to worry yourself so much. Just open another one. You can decide to open a larger one this time. There are other things I want to go through with us today if time permits. I want to look at Shegun's account, 287. For one reason or the other, I missed that one. It's because I'm chatting too much. So this is basically like a work of human resources and manager. They're just managing your employee rather than you being the employee and managing their performance. So if you go in 287, activate. So terminate. Let me see some input 41 to 181. That's good for a trending market. But over the last 4 hours, the market hasn't actually been trading. It's not a problem. So we terminate that contract. We've got some other ones that are performing better than you are this 454. 454. This guy is actually picking back up. 393. Activate. I want to terminate. Trading 27 to 110. The performance is still a bit challenging. Yeah, actually good risk rewards, but they still can find that opportunity with the trading conditions they need to satisfy before they take that trade. So, as a matter of fact, I think that's 454. Double check. And you can say largest win is 10 and 3.7. There will be some other conditions that they will be good for. All right, so as you can see, I've managed to do couple of them. Let me see, let me do this 393. Let's quickly do about 2 or 3 more before the time run out. And then I'll now do another session, hopefully 393. And this will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, hopefully today. Okay, so I missed that for one reason or the other. 393. Okay, so it's N. Activate. Oh, that one has been done. Just the precious time. Activate. So 139. That'll be 139. Let's see. So this is 139. Activate. Just kind of 95 to, let's say, dollar yen, and then I'll quickly see if I can do 2 more. I've got 7 minutes. See if we can do about 5 more in 5 minutes. 397. Okay, so today. $397 is gone. We go back to this. Activate. 397. 108 now. Just 6 minutes ago. 108 dollar yen 1. So 108 is gone. So I can manage 2 more before I conclude. 907. All right, so this is 907. And 7, so it's gone. And then I'm gonna manage on 2, 3, 3. It's 2, 3, 3. So this is 2, 3, 3. 2, 3, 3, 2 is gone. So what we've actually done now is we've kind of terminate the bad robots that are letting this account go into drawdown, and then we hopefully believe that over the next couple of weeks, this account should move a lot more higher. I mean, in 5 weeks, you've counter a situation whereby you gave them $10,000 to some workers to work out for you, and in that 5 weeks, based on every single effort that they've made, right, without knowing what their performance is going to be, they've actually only lost you $1.75. Meanwhile, you've been able to get some good workers report out of some of them that you can now put into a much more better opportunity. We've actually optimized the kind of return that we can even see with one of them. So we've kind of done a lot with this account of one of my student Wilson. So hopefully if he's able to watch this video, then he will be able to see what we've done, and then hopefully over the next coming few weeks we should see a much more better return on this account. The main reason for doing this is not just to make you become lazy, but give you an opportunity to be part of every market conditions. And in this account, it's an hedge account. I don't expect this account to lose a lot because I only combine 2 trading pairs, which is CAD Swiss. CAD is a commodity currency, and Swiss is a safe haven currency. And then the dollar yen at the same time, the dollar is a safe haven currency. Meanwhile, the same thing applies to the Japanese yen. So the exposure in terms of risk is just to the commodity part. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, all the free currencies are just some safe haven currency. So in terms of risk sentiment, we can see what the performance of the economy has been over the last 5 weeks in terms of exposure to either the commodity or exposure to some safe haven like dollar and then the Swiss. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm going to stop this recording now. I'll post it on some of our group for you to see exactly what we've been doing with the automated robot. Thank you. And then in next class we follow.